We've got some breaking news to tell you about. The controversial heartbeat abortion bill has passed and is now headed to the governor's desk. Thank you so much for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Darlene Hill.
I'm Mark Taylor. Opponents are calling it the most extreme ban in the nation. Governor Mike DeWine has said in the past that he will sign it, and that could happen very soon. Our Jason Aubrey is at the State House following the very latest developments. Jason, what can you tell us?
Well, there's been a final vote here at the House of Representatives. 56 to 40 lawmakers here voting to pass the bill for the third time in roughly 5 years. Resigned to not giving in, pro-choice supporters gathered on the steps of the State House prior to the vote to once more express opposition to what will be one of the most restrictive abortion bans in the country.
The state of Ohio wants to force all pregnant women to carry their pregnancies to term.
And from the time session began, demonstrators were shouting outside the House chambers. State Representative Janine Boyd says the bill is tantamount to slavery.
African American women have been forced to do what their masters wanted them to do with their bodies for hundreds of years in this country. And this, to me, is an extension of that.
The comparison is not a stretch for some women, like Sarah Berry.
You're enslaving a woman to 9 months of pregnancy. She's a prisoner in her own body. And it's really frustrating because they want to mandate the birth, but they don't want to mandate all the things that make that birth healthy, because that would be an overreach of government, authority. So it's really hypocritical.
When I asked the Speaker of the House, Larry Householder, whether he took exception to that, this was his response.
I would just say that, we went through the process in the committee, and the bill that came out was the bill we just voted on.
Now, it did not take long for the Senate to take this matter up once it was passed here at the House, just a matter of minutes. And it was on the floor of the Senate. All they had to do was vote to agree to the changes the House made. One person spoke, and that vote came down as well. That vote passes. The bill is headed to the governor. As mentioned before, he has pledged to sign it. The expectation is he will do so in the coming days.
All right, Jason, we got a quick question for you. I know this is late breaking right now. We've heard from demonstrators from both sides of this issue. What are lawmakers saying about if the governor continues to go forward and sign this bill, what are people saying about the challenges and taxpayers having to pay for that?
The challenges are indeed real. Every single one of the heartbeat bills that have passed in state legislatures prior to this one have been challenged in court or are being challenged in court, and none of them are in full effect right now. The taxpayers of those states are footing the bill for those litigations, and that will likely be the case here. As lawmakers on the floor today said, they intended this to be litigated, they wanted this to be litigated, and opponents of the bill say they are more than happy to take that up, to fight against this. As they say, the fight will continue.
All right, Jason Aubrey live for us tonight at the State House. Thank you.
Also tonight,